Hi, welcome back to my journal journey. Today I'm setting up a summer one overview for my new job. Just giving you a quick flick through of the opening spreads in this work journal. It's a journal that I found in Homesense and it was $6.99. I am going to be using a range of washi tapes and this beautiful set from Being Bethany Rose set of stickers. I didn't actually finish all the stickers in the setup, so I've put them in the pocket at the back of the journal for use later on or as I'm using the spreads. To make this setup go quicker, I also printed out a bunch of titles to stick down because I had the start of journal set up, summer one, and then May to completing this journal, as well as doing my everyday journal, keeping on top of my current job, and it was all a bit much, so I went for very simple setups, lots of stickers included. I have been able to use a lot more space in this journal because it's only going to be used for one term. There's going to be a lot of details needed in that one term, so that's why my overall starting spreads and these spreads are a lot more than usual. Usually for my summer one starting point, I have this type of cover page which I leave very open for notes and training things, a notes page and a table of just each day, so I can put key events that are happening throughout the term. For this setup, I don't have one of those tables only because I've got a key date section at the start of the journal, and this journal's life will only be for one term. Because the job is so different, there's a lot more space to jot and put ideas down. I did go trawling on Google to see what type of pages are included in specific teacher planners, and I took a lot of inspiration from those pages. The only difference being is where there may be a lot of tables drawn out in these pages. I didn't necessarily draw out all the tables because I'm not always sure about how I want to jot down the information. I am trying to use as many of the little gunk pictures as possible because I don't like having part sets because I never usually come back to them, so I wanted to get all of the really nice stickers used. I do enjoy using Being Bethany Rose sticker packs. I find that they're really cute, they're really cohesive, and I find it quite simple to add washi tape that matches the colour scheme. It's probably because I have too much. This is a spread that I'm really excited to use, and and I was really happy when I found the inspiration online. It's all about the current topic, because in a lot of schools they do very thematic approaches. So having a brainstorm area just to throw down all your ideas, and then you can refine it from there. But if it's in your journal, you're always able to flick back to it, which really, really helps. And that's where that ideas header is going to come in, and that's why I've left it quite open for that mind map. Then, because it's a brand new class in a brand new school, having a seating area, because seating really, really affects how children learn and what the atmosphere in a classroom looks like. For the job that I've just left, I would need a lot more space for seating, because there was math seats, English seats, home seats, and other information to consider when looking at those seats. So one page might be enough, might not be enough. I'm just exploring and playing around with different spreads, different ideas in this journal, and I'm really excited about that. I spend a lot of time flicking through the sticker packs. I usually get these sticker packs on Fiverr Friday deals, but you don't get all of those pages for just £5. You have to buy multiple sets, so it does end up coming out to a little bit more. I wanted a place for targets so that I know exactly where I need to get all the children. I've got a medium term plan header as well, although it may take up a lot of room for medium term planning, so I wasn't really sure whether that would be a beneficial header, and I did and ah about putting it in, but as I said, lots of times I've got space to play around in this book, and if it doesn't work I just won't use it next time. And the only worry is I don't want to be sticking lots into this book, because you'll chunk it out so much that it just won't be usable. This I also saw on my Google search, which I thought, wow, it's kind of like a dashboard for the half term. So you can write the stuff down, or you can put them on post-it notes. I did have a look through my memo block collection that I got in mystery boxes from being Bethany Rose, but there was nothing that really fit the vibe that I was looking for, so I ended up just using lots of stickers. I plan to put my information on small post-it notes, so that if you finish it up you can just disregard it and make a new post-it note. I feel that if this spread is utilised, it could be an absolute game changer, just because you don't always need to find and print stuff straight away. It could be something that you think of which is useful in 2 to 3 weeks' time, and I only usually set up a month at a time in this book, so it's just a nice collective place. to put it all. I hope that it works as well as my mind thinks that it will work, but only time will tell on that one. I'm enjoying using these small blocks for decoration in the kits that I usually get. I don't necessarily use these blocks, and if I do use them, I don't always use them to their full potential. And I also have to be mindful of the amount of stickers that I use, because I don't want the pages to be too uneven or too bumpy when I come to write down information, and that is very much something that I now have to be mindful of, because I've used so many stickers for headings and decoration in this setup and my previous setup. So, as I say, just something to be mindful of. For the headers, I just created them on Word with a font that I downloaded off a free font website, and I cut them all. I know some of them look very, very long, but they're all cut to the same length, just because I didn't want to have some a lot longer than others. That would bug me a lot. So it's something that I did want to avoid. Just trying to use up some of the smaller random stickers for added decorations on these titles, only because I hate leaving one or two stickers, and they're so small I just didn't really know what else to do with them. I didn't have enough for a gonk per title, so I just did a bit of a random selection. And I think by the end of it I was one heart short with all my decoration. I do a lot of looking through, seeing what designs and what rips are available in the designs, and whether I need to complement them with a bit of a solid colour washi tape. Sometimes it's a lot easier having these kits, other times it can be quite stressful because it has to suit the boxes and whatnot. I don't know, I'm mixed on the kits. I don't use them all that often. I think the last one I used was my new journal setup in my everyday. I think I used one other set. I'm not sure. They're not something that I would gravitate to for every setup, and they're also not something that I'd be willing to spend a huge amount of money on, but that is personal preference. And I know in certain pre-printed planners they work really well, but I've never used a pre-printed planner before, so I couldn't tell you whether that works or not for me. I'm just doing a master to-do list to last the whole half term, and notes page. The master to-do list was another one that I was wondering, will I flip back to it or not? but they are just experiments, something to mess around with. And I am glad that I've set it all up. Nice new fresh start for a nice new job. On to the last page now, I believe. And I wanted to use some of those big decorative pieces, especially the post-it note that you can see at the side. And I'm going in with a nice butterfly washi tape, which I can't actually remember where it's from. This purple washi tape that I've used, which I think was just part of a random set, has matched and come in so helpful during this setup. I am also kind of at the point with these sticker sheets that there wouldn't necessarily be enough to fully decorate a summer 2 opening, so I'm not 100% sure what to do with the random stickers that are left over. I would have just loved a third heart on that line of hearts going up. And this setup is all about reflection and looking back, seeing what worked, seeing what didn't work. I'm getting better at doing that in life in general. Here is the final flip through of my summer 1 setup for my new job. I'm really excited to get into just this journal in general, to see what I can take forwards to September and what will work for me. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!